used to dream about buying that bigger house, sitting on top of some hill, losing sleep about filling my bank account, wondering if I ever will. But the older I get, I just care less and less about keeping up with people named Jones. If you don't fill it up with somebody that you love, it ain't ever gonna feel like home. There's always gonna be a higher high you could chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got's still not enough. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. I can hear the kids making little footsteps running down the hallway upstairs. I can see the dogs playing in the backyard through the kitchen window right there. Maybe life's kinda more about a swing on a porch, holding her while the sun disappears. Why would I wanna be anywhere else in the world when my whole world is sitting right here? There's always gonna be a higher high you could chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got's still not enough. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. Chase for the rest of your life. Greener grass in the yard next door, or a shined up Chevy little newer than yours. You're never gonna fill an empty cup if what you got's still not enough. Thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses. The thing about happiness I found is it don't live in bigger houses.
She said, you don't want this heart, boy, it's already broke. Told me everything she touched just goes up in smoke. Only stay a couple nights, then she gon' be gone. I said, baby, you should know that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, what I want. And you ain't gotta worry about no trust issues with me. I got them too, I got them too. Now you ain't gotta worry about no exes, that's crazy. I got them too, you know I do. If you're in a hurry, now you ain't gonna hurt me tonight. And it won't be the worst thing if this is all it is, and in the middle of a kiss. She said, you don't want this heart, boy, it's already broke. Told me everything she touched just goes up in smoke. Only stay a couple nights, then she gon' be gone. I said, baby, you should know that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want.
There are no hard feelings if you only wanna act like lovers do for a night or two. And sometimes in the morning go back to being someone you never knew. You never knew. Baby, don't you worry, you ain't gonna hurt me tonight. It won't be the worst thing
broke. Only stay a couple nights, then she gon' be gone. I said, baby, you should know that's what I want. She said, you don't want this heart, ma, it can't be fixed. And I ain't ready to try on a night like this. But if you still wanna stay, there ain't nothing wrong. I said, baby, you should know that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want, that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want.
That's what I want, that's what I want.
There's so much going on in this town. To keep me busy, I've been running around, up and down all these avenues, doing everything but thinking about you. As long as I stay on them, I'm fine. The city side of those city limit signs, you don't really cross my mind. As soon as I get out here on the outskirts, I wish I was running by your house first. Something about a summer in the South sure shines like gold down these old Round Bell River Valley back roads, way back in the holler where the grass grows. God almighty, baby, we were that close to ditching this town and settling down out here on the outskirts. If I'd have had a lick of damn sense, I'd be on the greener side of that fence. Little starter house we finally outgrown, 1,200 feet we're about to add on. Smiling out there watching them, big old yellow buckets about to break ground, while you're shooting all my baby names down. As soon as I get out here on the outskirts, I wish I was running by your house first. Something about a summer in the South sure shines like gold down these old Round Bell River Valley back roads, way back in the holler where the grass grows. God almighty, baby, we were that close to ditching this town and settling down out here on the outskirts. I'm over all these Saturday nights, I miss the stars in your eyes. We were gonna give up on the fast life, have a couple babies, raise them up right, take them to the river, get them baptized. Back in our day, if I'd have just stayed, I wouldn't be living in this condo, hanging out with Haley from Toronto. God almighty, baby, we were that close to ditching uptown, putting roots down out here on the outskirts.
Thought today would be the day that I'd finally finish sober. I took a meal and go to bed without sadness in my chest, wake up with no hangover.
I thought tonight would be the night I'd get a full 8 hours of sleep. I quit leaning on the wine, wake up and feel just fine, and leave you in my dreams. I only miss miss you when I'm breathing, and my face is far from blue. I only miss you when it's raining, but this downpour outside ain't nothing new. I only miss you when I'm lonely, and these days I'm barely getting by. I only miss you when I'm drinking, and baby I've been drinking, 'cause I miss you all the time.
And every time I hear your name, it's like my stomach ties in knots. I lose direction in the night, drink until I'm blind, since the day that you've been gone.
I've been running from your memory, but damn, it keeps on catching up. You're in every song I sing, in every thought I think. Do you still believe in us? I only miss you when I'm breathing, and my face is far from blue. I only miss you when it's raining, but this downpour outside ain't nothing new. I only miss you when I'm lonely, and these days I'm barely getting by. I only miss you when I'm drinking, and baby I've been drinking, 'cause I miss you all the time. Why don't you come over? My bed keeps getting colder. Put your pretty head on my shoulder, see if over's really over. I only miss you when I'm breathing,
And my face is far from you.
I only miss you when it's raining,
And this downpour outside ain't nothing new.
I only miss you when I'm lonely, and these days I'm barely getting by. I only miss you when I'm drinking, and baby I've been drinking, 'cause I miss you all the time. I only miss you when I'm drinking, and baby I've been drinking, 'cause I miss you all the time.
Swear that you're staying single, next thing you know, you meet a girl at a bar, and next thing you know, you get her laughing, it's 2 a.m. You're telling your buddies 3 months in that she ain't moving in, but next thing you know, there's a U-Haul trailer, next thing you know, your old apartment, it's y'all's new place. There goes the carpet, but the deer head stays. Next thing you know, you're saving money like never before, just spend it all at a jewelry store, getting down on one knee on her mama's porch, just pray she don't say no. Next thing you know, your best man gives a half-drunk speech, and you're sunburned on a honeymoon beach, and your left hand's getting used to that ring, and there the next 2 or 3 years gone. Next thing you know, weren't really trying, next thing you know, there's a test on the counter, next thing you know, she's standing there crying, nodding her head yes. You're half excited, half scared to death, 'cause next thing you know, you're wearing scrubs and a funny white hat, and the doctor saying, how you doing there, Dad? And nobody's ever called you that, and you take the drive home slow. Next thing you know, it's first steps, first dates, first car. It's 11:01, wondering where they are. You
saying that a USC's too far. It's amazing how fast 17 years go. Next thing you know, next thing you know, next thing you know, you get to know your wife again, and you're more in love than you've ever been. With a lot of years of remember wins and still some down the road. Cause next thing you know, you got a yard full of your kids' kids, and you take them to church, teach them to fish, and you tell them stories every chance you get about how fast this life down here can go. Next thing you know, next thing you know.
The lonely highway, paying for my sins. If heaven saw me out last Friday, hell, I ain't getting in. I'm getting used to getting sideways till I can't see straight. The angels know they don't look my way. I'm way too gonna say I'm digging my grave down 12 feet deep. Got none left, so I'm on my knees begging. Somebody said pray for me, cause the pills ran out and I still can't sleep. Somebody send a word upstairs, cause the bar shut down and I'm God knows where. Close, knock on heaven's door, cause mine ain't working anymore. Somebody said pray for me, all I'm asking for is a little mercy, amen.
Dusty Silverado, running low on grapes, headed nowhere fast with my feet up on the dash, just hoping I see the day. I ain't ashamed of the man in the mirror, and the man upstairs ain't either. And I can finally set my life straight and be the man my mama raised, instead of digging my grave down 12 feet deep. I got nothing left, so I'm on my knees saying,
somebody said pray for me, cause the pills ran out and I still can't sleep. Somebody send a word upstairs, cause the bar shut down and I'm God knows where. Force you knock on heaven's door, cause mine ain't working anymore. Somebody say a prayer for me, all I'm asking for is a little mercy, amen. Somebody say a prayer for me. Amen.
Somebody say a prayer for me.
Somebody say a prayer for me, cause the pills ran out and I still can't sleep. Somebody send a word upstairs, cause the bar shut down and I'm God knows where. So should knock on heaven's door, cause mine ain't working anymore. Somebody say a prayer for me, all I'm asking for is a little mercy, amen. Somebody say a prayer for me, amen. Somebody say a prayer for me, amen.
Trail of flashes blinking, so I stopped at the quick second. While they passed by, I got to thinking, don't put off forgiving living for one of these days. 'Cause life ain't just something that can wait. So call your mama, kiss your babies, pick the ones, some roadside daisies, drink a beer with back home buddies, make a memory, not just money. Spin or bait a good honey hole. A Sunday drive's good for the soul. Put a little slow in your roll or you're gonna miss it. Time's a ticking.
I pulled back on the road, seeing things a little different. Yeah, this old boy ain't broke, he just needs a little fixing. As much as I'd like to hold back and getting any older, this old world ain't gonna start spinning any slower. So call your mama, kiss your babies, pick the one, some roadside daisies, drink a beer with back home buddies, make a memory, not just money. Spin or bait a good honey hole. Sunday drive's good for the soul. Put a little slow in your roll or you're gonna miss it. Time's ticking, and it will be till it ain't.
Time's a ticking. Take it in until you can. So call your mama, kiss your babies, pick the ones, some roadside daisies,
Drink a beer with back home buddies, make a memory, not just money.
spin or bait a good honey hole. A Sunday drive's good for the soul. Put a little slow in your roll or you're gonna miss it. Time's a ticking.
Yeah, time's a ticking.
I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle of Jack Ice pouring. Damn, she got some nerve, way she kicked me to the curb. Guess you could say I got what I deserve, 'cause I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning. Yeah. She said don't come home if you go to the bar. So I said okay baby, then got drunk out in the yard. 2 a.m. I knock, knock, knock up on the door. Well, she never unlocked it, guess I don't live there no more. Yeah, she meant business this time. I can't believe my bloodshot eyes. I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle of Jack Ice pouring. Damn, she got some nerve, way she kicked me to the curb. Guess you could say I got what I deserve, 'cause I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning. Yeah. I used that empty bag of corn to rest my head, a camo jacket for a blanket, then passed out like I was dead. Still got one heck of a buzz. If I look like a train wreck, it's because I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle of Jack Ice pouring. Damn, she got some nerve, way she kicked me to the curb. Guess you could say I got what I deserve, 'cause I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning. Yeah. I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning. Yes, I did. I can't believe I gotta be at work at 9. That fucking bird's about to catch this 45. Oh, I guess if this really is goodbye, at least I took my boots off this time. Oh, shit.
Is he okay? He's good!
I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle of Jack Ice pouring. Now she got some nerve, where she kicked me to the curb. Guess you could say I got what I deserve. I woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed this morning with a bone dry bottle of Jack Ice pouring. Now she got some nerve, where she kicked me to the curb. Guess you could say I got what I deserve.
Time I said it and I meant it. These boots ain't tapping those brakes, and I'll stop for gas, but that's the only thing that'll get me off this interstate. And I'll run it clear to California, if that's what I gotta do. Get me straight to getting over what I'm over running to. Girl, just as long as you don't make me turn this truck around, don't make me make this Chevy burn back to your house. So nowhere's where it gets me. I'm keeping this pedal foot heavy, and I'm finally getting somewhere now. Girl, long as your memory don't make me turn this truck around. I ain't letting no love song remind me how loving you feels, 'cause I'll be right back to all wrong if it gets me spinning this wheel. And I will. Don't make me turn this truck around, don't make me make this Chevy burn back to your house. So nowhere's where it gets me. I'm keeping this pedal foot heavy, and I'm finally getting somewhere Don't send no hey, we need to talk. Don't say I'm kinda missing you. Don't want no memory lane walk. Just stay right there in my review. And if you get to thinking about me, don't even think about it, baby. But don't make me turn this truck around. Turn this truck around. Don't make me turn this truck around. Don't make me make this Chevy burn back to your house. So nowhere's where it gets me. I'm keeping this pedal foot heavy, and I'm finally getting somewhere now. Girl, long as your memory. Don't make me turn this truck around. Don't make me turn this truck around. Don't make me turn this truck around.
Another long, hard working day gone. Time to pack it up and head on home. Sun's gonna rise and I know I gotta do it all over again. There's only two ways through this town, and I don't ever take the other way around. I see the lights and I slow down. It's like they pull me in. I was gonna drive by, wasn't gonna stop. Then my old truck found a front row spot. Gonna drop in, but I wasn't gonna stay. Then I heard a bar stool calling my name. Wasn't gonna let the bar twist my arm, but I'm helpless in a honky-tonk. Said I wasn't gonna drink. And then a country song came on. Was almost one boot out of the door when the band kicked in. 2, 3, 4, blame it on ETC for keeping that neon burning on me. I was gonna drive by, wasn't gonna stop. Then my old truck found a front row spot. Gonna drop in, but I wasn't gonna stay. Then I heard a bar stool calling my name. Wasn't gonna let the bar twist my arm, but I'm helpless in a honky-tonk. Said I wasn't gonna drink. And then a country song came on. Yeah. I was gonna get a good night's sleep, and then a country song came on. Save it for the end of the week. And then a country song came on. I was gonna drive by, wasn't gonna stop. Then my old truck found a front row spot. Gonna drop in, but I wasn't gonna stay. Then I heard an old plane calling my name. Wasn't gonna let the bar twist my arm, but I'm helpless in a honky-tonk. Said I wasn't gonna drink. And then a country song came on. I wasn't gonna drink. Then a country song came on.
Grandpa, are fairy tales real?
A cold beer's got 12 ounces. A good truck's got maybe 300,000. You only get so much until it's gone. Duracell's in a mag light, a needle drop on a 45 are the kind of things that only last so long. When the new wears off and they get to getting old, sooner or later time's gonna take its toll. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. Just a t-shirt in the kitchen with no makeup and a million other things that I could look at my whole life. A love like that makes a man have second thoughts. Maybe some things last forever after all. The FM station on the outskirts, blue jeans after years of shift work, are fading out like I always knew they would. The strings on this guitar, the first love lost on a young heart, those things are gonna break after the getting's good. Cause the new wears off and they get to getting old. But yeah, sooner or later time's gonna take its toll. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. Just a t-shirt in the kitchen with no makeup and a million other things that I could look at my whole life. A love like that makes a man have second thoughts. Maybe some things last forever after all. They say nothing lasts forever, but they ain't seen us together, or the way the moonlight dances in your eyes. And I know there'll be that moment the good Lord calls one of us home, and one won't have the other by their side. But heaven knows that that won't last too long. Maybe some things last forever after all. After all.
Grandpa, are fairy tales real?
She'll set the field on fire just cutting across the pasture. She'll have you falling for it all and then leave right after. And she got a cold heart, but she got a warm smile, cut from the same cloth. She kinda buck wild, a little bit angel, whole lot of outlaw. She's trouble, but I tell you right now, y'all, long live cowgirls. Never gonna settle on down, girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, holding your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine, cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. I hate that I love the way them kisses taste like whiskey. How they wake up, take on off, and not even miss me. Leave this heartbroken, holding that smoking gun. I guess that's just the way them wild horses run. Let them run. Long live cowgirls, never gonna settle on down girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, hole in your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. Come on cowgirls, don't you wanna take me away and lay me on down, girl, with the wild kind of loving you made. For God's sake, long live cowgirls. Never gonna settle on down girls. Leave you in a lonely ghost town, world where the sun don't rise. Rodeo for one night, love you like a Mustang. One hand on them giddy up reins, holding your heart with some good aim on a goodbye ride. But it's fine cause it's kinda my thing. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls. Long live cowgirls. Yeah, long live cowgirls.
Dear Lord, can you help me? I'm falling out of grace. I'm crawling back to heaven from this hell on earth I made. My blood is getting heavy, there's metal in my veins. It's running like the river filled with all of my mistakes. On my knees I'm looking up, I need a different kind of drug. I'm wide awake and I'm dreaming, wondering where and when I fell apart. Oh, I fell apart. I had enough of my demons. Angels only meet you where you are, and I'm in the dark. At least for now, Lord, I ain't losing hope that somehow you can make a heart of gold from this heart of stone. Oh, this heart of stone. Oh. Dear Lord, can you hear me? I'm shackled in these chains. I'm haunted by the lies of every time I said I'd change. I'm slipping through the shadows, it's weighing on my soul. The lights are shining on me, but there ain't nobody home. On my knees I'm looking up, I need a different kind of drug. I'm wide awake and I'm dreaming, wondering where and when I fell apart. Oh, I fell apart. I had enough of my demons. Angels only meet you where you are, and I'm in the dark. At least for now, Lord, I ain't losing hope that somehow you can make a heart of gold from this heart of stone. This heart of stone. This heart of stone. 'Cause I'm wide awake and I'm dreaming, wondering where and when I fell apart. Oh, I fell apart. I had enough of my demons. But angels only meet you where you are, and I'm in the dark. At least for now, Lord, I ain't losing hope that somehow you can make a heart of gold from this heart of stone. From this heart of stone. This heart of stone. 'Cause I'm wide awake and I'm dreaming. Well, I knew the day I met her, one day I'd have to forget her, but that didn't stop me from trying to hold her like the river holds the rain. She always wanted wide open spaces, and I tried my best to tame her, but I would have been better off breaking a herd of wild Mustangs. I ain't no cowboy, but I wish I was. We'd have rode off together in the setting sun, instead of watching her ride right out of my life. If I could have roped her heart back in, I could have been what she needed when she saddled up and she kicked up a cloud of dust. I ain't no cowboy, but now I wish I was. If I could have been more like John Wayne, well, I could have found a way to make her stay. But she was a Lori darling, looking for Gus McCrae. And at the end of the day, I ain't no cowboy, but I wish I was. We'd have rode off together in the setting sun, instead of watching her ride right out of my life. If I could have roped her heart back in, I could have been what she needed when she saddled up and she kicked up a cloud of dust. I ain't no cowboy, but damn, I wish I was. No, I ain't no cowboy, but I wish I was. We'd have rode off together in the setting sun, instead of watching her ride right out of my life. If I could have roped her heart back in, I could have been what she needed when she saddled up and she kicked up a cloud of dust. I ain't no cowboy, now I wish I was.
Everybody's got a summer that they can't forget. They hold on to and go back to. Your mind's on the Carolina coast, still burning in my mind like a red sunset. Chasing embers till September, what I remember most. Bottle rockets in the sky, bare feet in the sand, bonfire in her eyes, cold beer in a can, moonlight on the waves, her kiss in the dark, the smile on her face when she'd make me break out of my guitar and play. Hold my hand, hold my hand. I can still feel her fingers wrapped up in mine, can still hear her laughing, see her dancing. You're making more than that sundress spent. Now who says you can't go back in time? Yeah, when that song, it comes on, I'm on rewind and I'm 17 again. Bottle rockets in the sky,